What's up, y'all? I want to take y'all down another rabbit hole. How far does the rabbit hole go? We're going to go down one today. Sometimes you got to unlearn something to learn something. You know what I mean? You ever had to untie your shoe to tie it right? You know what I mean? We're gonna go through the matrix a little bit. You know, we're gonna peek behind the curtain. Some would say lifting the veil. The cowl or cowl literally means helmet head. Is a piece of the membrane that can cover a newborn's face. Okay. This coming from the Holy Hood, an example of a cow seen in Witchcraft Museum in Boscastle, Cornwall. Okay. You can pause this. Anything you need to read, pause it and get it out your system. But the cow bearer is attributed with psychic powers. In Scotland, Tibetan Buddhists see cowbearers out as future Dalai Lamas. Not all people consider cowbearers to be blessed. Some say they transform into werewolves or vampires. Pause it and read it if you need to. See, we spill over into burials and beyond, explaining that 1 in 80,000 seem to be born with the cow. Always in premature births. You know, you can pause it and see what's going on, but it's called The Veil, the Cow Bearer's Handbook. Dark and mysterious lore behind it. Witch trials, vampires, werewolves, you see it on the screen. I know all them authors don't never use their real name, Shannon Wolf. But pause it and read through it. You know, we ain't got all night. Another book, Calling of the Cow. So you see it's kind of mystic. It ain't just, a medical term. The cow bearer look like the KKK, the hood over his head, right? That's where that hood come from. But historical superstitions about the cow, amniotic membrane. Here goes some literature on how some say they blessed. I once heard a cow bearer would come back to life as an eternal vampire. Medieval times, babies born in cow may be considered a witch. In cow, birth is when the child is born inside the amniotic sac, still containing the amniotic fluid. So just a cow birth is when the infant is born with the head covered, like a wedding dress, like how the bride wear a veil over the head, which is where that comes from. So you can read it up. Also called the veil of the hood. You can read up. Cow fat, right? Actual, cow fat. People eat this on meat and sausage. There goes some different definitions, right? Fitted cap worn by a woman. You've seen people have webbed hands that's associated with like gills or fish or amphibians or reptiles. Webbed hands, that's really a thing. Some people got webbed feet. Exact. So that'll bring us down to webbed hands. You're looking between your fingers, you got a little bit of webbing. I wonder what's the science on that. But if you just, do a quick image search of webbed hands. You know, it look aquatic. It look frog, reptilian, gill, fish like. Look at Notice the complexion of the hands. Let's just notice the complexion of the hands. So no, let's really get into this mermaid thing. Let's just the mermaid evolution. Dang. I'm sure that's something to look into. Yeah, that's gotta be something. Okay. The ape mermaid. Semi-aquatic human ancestors. Wow. There's some people I think live off Papua New Guinea somewhere that they like water people. They can hold their breath for a long time. They've been doing it for years. The aquatic ape. Evolution of mermaids. The aquatic ape, though. Look at the evolution of mermaids. Okay? Like a salamander or something. You see the aquatic ape. The descent of woman. Wow. Wow. That's deeper than deep. Pun intended. The theory of human evolution. The aquatic ape. The aquatic ape hypothesis. Most incredible theory of human evolution. Yeah, there you see it with your own eyes, the aquatic ape. You got the Venus, Eve in the shell book cover, the waterside ape, the improbable primate. We're gonna go a little deeper. We in the water, but we're gonna have to go a little deeper. Okay, we got bones. You always got little fossils. You can't tell if they real or fake. You can't tell if these videos you be seeing on TikTok and all these captured videos real or fake. Oh, well, they got a 300-year-old. Now we seen the beginning of the video, the little baby had the feet stuck together, looking like that, looking like a fin. And then notice that little second fin up by the waist. You'll see that later. Got all these relics of the little, but the feet ain't feet. It's like really a fin. You see, he holding a little statue.
Here.
And let's get into the mermaid births, right? Rarest in the world, right? Remember that 1 in 80,000 we talked about? Doctor stunned after the baby is born with mermaid tail instead of legs due to rare health condition. Right, this in India. Being born with his legs fused like a horn-like structure. But they calling it a mermaid tail, right? Okay. Spanish twins reportedly born in 1 in 80,000 mermaid birth. Now remember, I was saying that 1 in 80,000, they were saying that's how many babies born with the cow, right? And now all of a sudden the mermaid births is 1 in 80,000. Spanish twins delivered 1 in 80,000 mermaid births inside an amniotic sac, according to a report. So remember at first they were saying the legs fused together was the mermaid birth. Now they got mermaid syndrome or sirenomylia. Extremely rare but serious condition present from birth. Congenital is called mermaid syndrome because the baby's legs are partially or completely fused. But they just said the mermaid birth was when you're born inside the amniotic sac. Hope you following me. Okay, mermaid birth, 1 in 80,000. They keep kidding you with that because this shit is related. It's all the same, right? You can read her little story if you want. Ain't nobody really funny. Her last name was Dow, and we talking about the cow. Funny, right? Real life mermaid baby born with legs fused. Tragically, hours later, unable to identify its orientation. This is in Peru, coming from the Daily Mail. So you got the mermaid and the cow, one in 80,000 births, and they both can be referred to as mermaid births, beating the odds. Caramel girl born with mermaid syndrome takes its first step. The image too graphic for YouTube. I can't hit y'all with that. They already took this down like twice. Shit, maybe even 3 times. But you see the legs fused together. It's mermaid syndrome. But I was trying to show earlier, born completely in the amniotic sac could be called a mermaid syndrome. You can read all this if you want. I just wanted to show that the synonyms for sirenomylia, mermaid syndrome, sirenomylia sequence, sirenomylia syndrome, right? And if you read down, it says, generally when the legs are fused together, complete fusion of the legs. You don't see too much about born inside the amniotic sac, but that's what I'm trying to connect the dots for you. So we know what a siren is in Greek mythology, right? It's like almost like a demon or something that sings and tries to lure sailors or something. You can read what it say. You remember the sirens in God of War? They wasn't necessarily on the water, but they scream, and you had to grab them and bend them back. But just so you don't slip your mind, they go a siren. They got a show out called Siren.